Introducing Passport Bros, your ultimate travel companion. Download the app for free and embark on a journey where your adventures not only become unforgettable memories, but also opportunities to earn. With Passport Bros, your travel content is more than just photos and videos. It's your ticket to a fully monetizable network of like-minded adventurers. Imagine making money from your travel stories. Post videos, share your experiences, and let the world be a part of your journey. But that's not all. Connect with travelers from around the globe, join co-ed groups, and make lasting friendships, perhaps even with foreign women who share your passion for exploration. And here's the best part. Store your earnings securely in your Passport Bros wallet. No hassle, no worries. Just seamless transactions wherever your travels take you. Looking for the best local experiences? Passport Bros has got you covered. Get personalized recommendations for tour guides, rentals, and the hottest clubs in town. Did we mention the app is absolutely free to download? That's right. Your passport to a world of adventure is just a click away. And here's the cherry on top. With Passport Bros, you can make money while exploring new places. Turn your passion for travel into a source of income, right from your mobile device. So what are you waiting for? Download Passport Bros now, share your journey, connect with fellow explorers, and let the adventure begin.
Download now on the App Store and Google Play.
And we are live, family. Hold on. We are live. Welcome, family, to another show. We got a great guest today on the show, man. He's been around this travel space for a very long time. I'm talking about early on in the beginnings, I guess you want to say, of the Passport Bro space, this Passport Bro phenomenon. I want to welcome to the show my man Skyler is in the building. What's going on, Skyler?
What's going on, BMT? How's everything going, man? You in Santo Domingo, right?
Yes, sir. I'm over here in hot ass Santo Domingo. Hot and dusty, man. Hot and dusty. Guys, don't come here. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good place to come. You stay your asses in Sasua, all right? Well, what's going on, my man? What's good with you?
Not too much, man. Just wrapping everything up with some current happenings here.
Okay.
It's not too hot. It's not too hot here. What's the temperature? It's like 82 degrees.
Right. Because y'all I think y'all on the other side of the equator, so it flips around. It's y'all wintertime over there, right?
Correct. So I mean 82 degrees, the high 85. I mean, that's still good weather. That's perfect beach weather. The beaches are packed. I mean, it's perfect. I mean, you have a lot of Europeans here. This is European summer, so everything is on the up and up, man. Everything is on the up and up for sure.
Excellent, man. I definitely miss Rio. Love Rio, man. I mean, it's probably, in my opinion, some of the best beach culture in the world. Like, it's nothing like being on the beach in Rio and Copacabana, Baja de Juca, and all that, man. It's unreal because, like, I know you've been all throughout Asia as well. They're a little bit more, laid back. Even the DR beach culture, it's fun, it's cool, But to be on a beach on a Sunday evening in Rio, it's just like something you've never seen before, man.
I agree. And what I like about the beach culture here is they want to get a tan. They love getting their bronze and all that type of stuff. They take pride in that, right?
Do you like the tan lines? You like the tan lines?
Yeah. I like the tan lines, and I like the tans. I like the tans in general. But if you go to other places, like, they don't want to get darker.
Right, facts.
Like in the Philippines and Thailand, they got beautiful beaches, but they don't really have a large group of the population trying to get brown. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. It's a lot of skin bleaching going on out there in that little part of Asia, unfortunately, man. Man. They're talking about a yacht party. We're gonna get to the yacht party, fam.
Yeah, we're gonna get to the
yacht party. Everybody talk about the yacht party because you posted some stuff in the group, and of course, guys are like, "Oh, what's going on with the yacht party?" But we're gonna talk about that when we get a few more people in. So let's go back. Let's go back a little bit, man, because you've been in this space for a while. What initially got you to start traveling the world?
Okay, So if we go back,
Mhm.
I joined the Air Force in 2003 to travel. Okay.
Oh
So
wow. Okay.
I'm a huge Street Fighter fan, right? So
Mhm.
you remember when the Street Fighter came out back in the day, Street Fighter 2, you were going to Brazil in the game, you were going to Thailand in the game, Japan, all those different places.
Mhm.
And I was like, yo, this is cool. What is this, Brazil? This place looks tropical. Then I'm like, oh, Thailand got these figurines and all this type of stuff. That's what kind of like started it. And then I got into Japanese anime, Dragon Ball Z, and then I started liking Asian women. Like they kind of exotic, it's something different. So I say, you know what? When I turn 18, I'm leaving my mom's house and I'm joining the Air Force. Okay, so that's what I did. And then a couple of years later, after I joined the Air Force, I got stationed overseas in Guam, which is a tropical island, and close to Japan. It's like 4 hours from Japan. Okay, and that's what really opened my mind up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a U.S. territory, but it's just completely different as far as like how the women would treat you and the island culture. Everybody's laid back. You got Japanese chicks here. You got women from Chukis, tropical, like these islands, Palau, Saipan, like Filipinos. It was crazy, bro. Those are the best 4 years of my life. And the Air Force, I don't mean it. I'm just going to do a quick shout out there. The Air Force put me in a $500,000 condo, bro. They paid the rent for 4 years as a 25-year-old. Okay. So if you're thinking about the military, that's an option, bro. I'm just throwing that out there. But when you start then that's when I first made my first travel video when I was in Guam. And then from there, I went to the Philippines and I went to Thailand. And then I'm like, oh crap, this is nuts. Like this whole travel lifestyle. You know what I mean? So after that, I realized that I didn't want to live in the United States no more.
Okay, and is that when you started your YouTube channel while you was still in the military?
I actually started my YouTube channel in 2009. Right, my first YouTube videos were about finance, right? Helping people with 401ks and mutual funds. That's really why I started YouTube. But then I started to travel, and I'm like, hey, how do black women how do women in Guam treat black men? I just made a video and it got like 100,000 views. And I'm like,
I remember that video. I
Yeah,
remember that video.
So I'm like, okay, this is different. You know what I mean? So, but I didn't take YouTube seriously. I had no idea even back then that having your own channel can have so much power. You know what I mean? And I just tell you guys too, like with the way things are going with news networks and cable television and all these different things. If you look at viewership and you look at what people watching, they're watching streamers, right? They're watching YouTube channels. So if you can really, if you really have something valuable that you think you can bring to the world, man, create a YouTube channel because that's where all of the eyeballs are going. And that's my biggest regret, actually, because I stopped doing YouTube for like 5 years. I just one day said, I don't want to do it because back then there was no monetization. You just had to do it off the strength of enjoyment.
Oh, that's right. There was no monetization.
There was no monetization.
Right.
You just on YouTube. Like I did it for a long time just off the strength of this is fun. So what I should have did was continued on because I probably would have had, crazy amount of subscribers by now.
So what made you decide to differentiate the race in that video about black men in Guam? Why did you decide to name the title Black Men? Like, was your experience a little different than other ethnicities out there?
No, not really. It was just I understand race relations, right? I understand that people are going to click that video, and this is when that video dropped in like 2010, 2011. People were coming up to me, like Navy sailors were coming up to me in the bar. Hey man, I saw your video. Hey man, like I was getting stationed in Guam, and the first thing I did was search Guam and black men, and you popped up. So I'm like, oh shit.
Okay.
What if I started doing this worldwide? So I did it in Poland, I did it in Germany, I did it in Sweden, I did it in Ukraine. You know what I mean? So there's still a lot of growth. There's still a lot of growth for that too, because people want to know. It's easy clickbait. You know, even white people watch it. So you have racist white people that watch it and get mad at you, talking about why you in Ukraine. Then you have black women who watch it saying you shouldn't be swirling. Then you got the pro-black Back to Africa brothers saying you hate yourself. You know, and then you got the brothers like me and you like, hey man, get it how you live. So you get everybody in there arguing. It's easy engagement.
Now you was early on. I think we both was kind of early on in the space. I didn't really create my channel until like 2017, but you was even early on to that. We took a lot of shots, even though we didn't have like the passport bro thing going on. We were just kind of guys. We kind of created this little space, like all of us kind of created this little unique space on the YouTube, this little unique sphere. But we got like a lot of hate early on, right? Like this wasn't something that was socially accepted right away. Like, how did you deal with all the pushback that we was getting? Because I remember we'd be on panels, you know, and we were probably on the same side as far as the travel space, but there was a lot of people going against us. Like we was the first guys, you know, to take the arrows, you know, crossing over the hill in battle, seemed like how did you deal with that and keep pressing?
So you can go back right before COVID, like 2019, 2018, and that's kind of like the peak era of when we were getting the why are you going overseas? There's plenty of beautiful women in the United States. There's plenty of cool women, and you have to go all the way over here. You got to go all the way over there. That's not too far away. But the reason why I was able to take the shots because I lived overseas and I knew what it was about day in and day out. Like everything that I spoke was from the heart and it was my experience, you know. But now we're seeing like a radical shift post-COVID. Now everybody shut their mouth. You know, all these podcasts coming out, all of these clips, all of these interviews, balloon popping shows, all this type of stuff. People are seeing what me and you saw years ago, that it's not even realistic for me to even date in the United States. I don't even think I'm capable, like mentally. For living in Brazil for so long, even living in Europe for so long, South Korea for 2 years, Guam for 6, it's like, it's not possible. Not anymore.
Yeah, I remember us being on panels, man. And some of the panels were respectful, but you did have like this somewhat YouTube, not civil war, but like it's kind of like going back and forth with the dating coaches, right? It seemed like the dating coaches kind of had their little time frame where they was big. They was big in the YouTube space. You had Steve the Dean, ARC, who was Lucario. You had all these guys.
They had another guy, the bigger one of all of them. What's his name? I forgot his name.
Okay. Let me think. A black one or a white one?
The black one, yeah. Like he was a big one out of all of them.
So not Lucario. I think Lucario was the big,
no,
right?
It was bigger than, way bigger. Like he was a dating coach. He was kind of big. He was kind of hinged a little bit.
I'm trying to think.
Somebody opposed AMS.
AMS, yeah. Do you consider him to be a dating coach?
I mean, what was he?
Because I mean, yeah, he was saying something. You know what? Now this is what
alpha male. I mean, there you go. Alpha male strategies. I mean, that's dating coach.
That's true. And you know what thing about it? One thing I would credit AMS for, because you know he went at us for a little minute. Then all of a sudden he was like, "Oh yeah, I understand the passport bros now." But what he did was he took a lot of talking points from ARC, from Alan Roger Curry, right? And what he did was he modernized it. So ARC had like the older blueprint, like the code approaching the women in the stores and everything, but he never transitioned into the social era, like the social media era. That's the thing. Like everything changed because of Instagram, POF, Tinder, and AMS came with the new modernization of the dating and everything. And I think that's what AMS took off, because the younger generation could understand him more than ARC's older generation that was kind of pre-internet.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but we've been on panels, and AMS, he didn't really come. He came at us now, but he kind of like pushed. He kind of sided with us since then. But before that, we was going back and forth from them dating coaches, man. It was me and you on panels. You know, it'd be me and you going against all the dating coaches and all that good stuff. It was some classic shows though. But a lot of times, people like ARC, rest in power to ARC, he would kind of side with us. He'd be like, yeah, you know, you guys is right. If you don't want to deal with the shit, you ain't got to deal with it. Go elsewhere.
Okay. That's true. That's true. That's true. So yeah, man, it's just there's been a lot of transitioning over the last couple of years, and now people are starting to kind of wake up. Now we're kind of in a situation now where people are saying, okay, well, how much money do I gotta have to live overseas? You know
Correct.
what I'm saying? Those are the conversations that we're thinking about now. And how much money can you live to survive in Brazil? How much money can you live to survive here and there and all that type of stuff, remote jobs? Mm-hmm. So yeah, there's definitely a transition. Unfortunately, as you know, a lot of people ain't going to be able to live in Brazil. A lot of people ain't going to be able to live in DR. It's going to be mostly people living vicariously through you as they try to work through their issues and all this type of stuff. Because once you have a couple of kids in the United States and you get divorced, and adding on top of car loans and credit card debt and mortgages, it's pretty much impossible at that point. So
yeah, it is. And the financial aspect of it is very important because that's like the common question that we get while we living overseas. Hey man, how are you able to, obtain this lifestyle? Because obviously you either have to have some type of income generating back in the States in American dollars, or you got some type of online job or some type of retirement. And you was early on and speaking on that. That's the good thing. Even pre-COVID, like you was telling guys to invest when we had them opportunities to buy stocks almost at pennies on the dollar. But before we get to that, I want to know, like, at what point did you decide that you was kind of done dating American women? Was you already in the military? Was it pre-military? Like,
yeah, it was already. So I would say, I joined the military in 2003, right? From 2003 to 2010, I was dating American women. You know what I'm saying? And I was stationed in San Antonio. Everything was great. You know what I'm saying? Everything was great back then. You remember the Black Planet days, the MySpace days, going to the club and actually pulling a chick, getting her phone number. You know, if you text her, she'll text you back.
Right. Yeah. The flip phone days.
Yeah, when I was the good morning text, like except like in San Antonio, it was me and one of my homies, man. I rented a room out of his house. He had a very nice house, and my rent was like $400 a month, and I was making so much money in the military, right? So he was like, "Yo, you could just stay with me." I was saving so much money. We had this big ass house, a jacuzzi, and outside, and we used to throw crawfish boils and parties. So we just used to always. It wasn't like dating in the United States. Like the whole passport bro thing didn't even make sense back then. Right.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah, it didn't make sense. So we fast forward to 2010, right? And then I say, hey, I got an assignment. You're going to Guam. I get to Guam, and it's just on a totally different level. One story that I would say real quick is that I don't think would be conceivable in the United States, right? So in 2010, I get to Guam. I go to a club. I meet this chick. She looks like Pocahontas. Right, a shorter version of Pocahontas with a booty on her, right? So in Guam, yes, bro, in Guam, like Guam, like the thing about what they always say about Guam is like the chicks are bad before they turn 26, and then everything falls off. You know what I'm saying? Because of the diet and all that type of stuff. But if you can catch one like 21, 22, they are some baddies out there, bro. And people who've been to Guam can attest to this. So anyway, I meet this girl at the club in Guam, and I got my apartment, but my furniture hasn't arrived yet to Guam because it takes like 3 or 4 months by boat. And I'm trying to pop something. So I'm talking to this other brother that I work with, and I say, hey, man, this is a girl that I really, really like. I want to bring her I want to kick it with her, but I ain't got no furniture in my house. I'll never forget it, man. The brother looked at me, he turned around, and he's like, Skyler, they don't care. And I was like, whoa. He's like, they don't care. So she came to the crib, bro, and got clapped on it. She got clapped on the floor. Like I made like a little pallet. So I was like, oh, it's like that. Because in the States, I don't think that would go down, especially like the caliber of attractiveness of her. And then you have girls cook like in Southeast Asia and even on Guam, they still have those traditional values. It's just ingrained in them. They're taught, hey, I met a girl from the club, bro. Met her at the club, brought her back to the crib. I said, hey, let me use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Dude, I come out, she's washing dishes. And I'm like, what's going on out here? Like, hey, Skyler, it's your birthday. I'm about to buy some groceries. I want to cook for you and all this type of stuff. They still had those traditional values back then. So that back then was totally different from what I was experiencing in San Antonio. San Antonio wasn't bad by any means, but back then, this is before Instagram. This is before girls going viral for shaking their booties. This is before all of that. So you got the purest form of the femininity between 2010 and 2014 when I was in Guam. It was phenomenal, bro.
And they speak English in Guam, right?
Yeah, they speak English. Yes.
Excellent, excellent, man.
They speak perfect English, and I forgot the name of the native language in it might be Chamorro. I'm not sure, but they have their own. They have their own native language too.
Okay, let me catch one of these super chats. I want to give a shout out to my man.
Go ahead and catch him.
Kevin Johnson, Global Push. He's also a member of $10 super chat, man. I really appreciate that. He says, "What's going on, BMT Skyler? I'm planning to be in Rio for Carnival. I made a mistake of listening to my sisters and canceling my trip to Rio in February. I won't do that again." You know what's funny? And appreciate the super chat, Kevin Johnson. What's so funny, man, is it was the opposite for me, right? My barber, who had been cutting my hair since I was in high school, had, scared me off going. I had my trip already planned, Skyler. I had everything, my Airbnb, my trip. But my barber was just like, "Man, you sure you want to go out to Rio, man? Brazil is dangerous, bro." And I'm like, "Word?" He was like, "Yeah, man, it's dangerous, man. And they don't speak English." And I'm just like, "What? They don't speak English?" He was like, "No, I speak Portuguese out there, bro. If you're gonna be out there, I wouldn't go." Right. But it was my mom. It was actually my mom who just stepped up, and she was just like, "Nah, go on out there. You got friends out there. You got guys that you say you can hook up with out there." That was her only concern. She was just like, "You got somebody out there, right?" So I was like, "Yeah, I got some guys from the Facebook group, the Black Man's Option, and the brother, rest in power, the Charles Tyler was out there." So I was just like, you know what? I was like, yeah. She was like, "Go." Went, and it changed my life forever, bro. Right. But let me ask you this, and we'll get to other super chats in a second. What do you think kind of happened? Because you mentioned something early on in the stream where you said it wouldn't have made sense to be a passport, bro, like prior to, like, let's say 2015, 2016, right? What do you think happened within our community or dating community of American Western society? What do you think happened to where it created this massive wedge between men and women, like the gender war? What happened? Was it social media, feminism? What do you think, in your opinion, what you think it was?
I think it was I think it was for sure social media and Instagram. I think Instagram played a huge role in the social dynamics of dating, right? So basically what you have is you have an attractive woman who can post pictures and videos, get all of this free attention from men, right? And she'll gain subscribers and gain followers and all this type of stuff, right? She's moving up. But now you have her, and she's basically unattainable. Okay. And you have and you also had a lot of girls who had no business, who don't even look attractive, becoming unattainable, right? You also have the unrealistic expectations of dating, right? These girls are going to all these other countries, quote unquote, and they're expecting men to take them there and all this type of stuff. And also you have, for the first time, celebrities have direct access to all of the attractive girls within seconds. You back in the day, if you were on Guam, you didn't know what was in Guam. You know what I mean? what was on the island? What was on the island? Nobody was getting flown out. Nobody was getting flown out. In San Antonio, the same thing. The local girls were hot and they deal with the local men, but now they can get flown out. They can go backstage here. So everything that I'm saying is not necessarily a bad thing, right? It's a reality.
Mm-hmm.
And I think men need to operate in reality, you know, instead of trying to live in the past.
Mm-hmm.
You just need to kind of spread out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's what I mean by going to these other countries, right? Like for instance, here in Brazil, like even now, you can DM a chick that got 120,000, 130,000 followers, and there's a possibility that she will write you back on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't happening. That ain't happening in the States. Now, granted, your Instagram has to be put together somewhat decent, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I shoot DMs all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and get some responses. So it's not complete. The war's not completely lost per se. You just
Okay.
gotta.
That was gonna be my next question. Do you think it's completely done in the West? Like, would you ever date? Let's say you met a cool American chick, even in Brazil. And I've met some couple of American chicks in Brazil. Is it totally a no go with you, or is, you know, maybe you would give it a shot?
I don't think. Are you saying is it totally to date in like the United States?
Yes. Yes.
I don't. I would say that. I don't know if I'll ever be in a situation to date in the United States because I'm not moving back there.
Okay.
But
What if you meet like an
hypothetically,
American girl overseas that's kind of like on a digital nomad?
yeah, because I would just tell you like a lot. This crazy part is like I dated a lot of girls in the military.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And women in the military kind of like understood. You know what I'm saying? They were a little bit more mature, a little bit more worldly. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I would date a chick in the military for sure.
Okay. Okay. And let me ask you this about like the financial aspect, because you know you preach a lot about finance and everything.
Mm-hmm.
As far as relationships goes, do you think finance and money is more important to foreign women or more so American women? Like, you basically what I mean is, do you think that, you know, in America, let's be honest, the women now, they expect guys 23, 24 to have a Range Rover. Like, we didn't have to go through that necessarily in our generation. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't have to have it all together to date pretty women while we was young. Especially, you know, I'm coming from Atlanta, so you know, if you had like a car in a 1-bedroom apartment, you was good to go. But now things have changed because of social media. Is that the case necessarily worldwide because of social media, or you think the foreign women are kind of a little bit more, you know, accepting of guys who might not be rich and wealthy or something like that?
I think the women overseas are more realistic.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right. So you have like a lot of women in the United States who talk badly about men who drive trucks, blue collar workers, even though they may earn more than the guy sitting in a cubicle.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But the job isn't really appealing. So you have all that nuance in the United States, aesthetics and all that type of stuff. I would say in both instances, like women in the United States want a man with money and women in Brazil want a man with money. But I would just say the women in Brazil are a lot more realistic with their expectations,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But in the
Mm-hmm.
States, like you said, it's out of control.
Okay. And let's get to the finance aspect of this now, man, because that's really, really important. I read your book, excellent book, man. Give us some of like just a few key components. And guys, I'll drop a link. You can send me the link in the back chat, Skyler, when you get a chance. I'll drop a link so guys can go ahead and get your book off Amazon. But like, what's like one of the key components in you know, guys making the transition to be able to be financially successful while overseas?
I think the biggest component, for me, what I believe is, and how I got to the point where I am financially, is having a budget. That's if you look at any Fortune 500 company, if you look at any wealth manager and all this type of stuff, they have budgets, right? And you need tools to manage your budget. So I highly recommend everybody who's listening to this download an app called Copilot. Okay, like a co-pilot for an airplane.
Mm-hmm.
So you can take a look at all of your finances, and you can see everything in one place. You can see your net income, your cash flow, how much money you spend at Starbucks, how much money you spend on transportation. They infuse artificial intelligence in there to give you insights on how you spend your money. So that's kind of like very important, that having that self-reflection. It's like when people go to the gym, right? You see some people in there, they're writing their how much weight they lifted, right? They're keeping a tally in the check, right? That's what you need with the budgeting app, right? Because you can make all the money in the world, but if you're not saving it, if you're not investing it, if you don't have those insights, then you're going to be like most Americans and, living paycheck to paycheck.
And you the one put me on, I believe it was called the Mint app at the time. I don't know if they still have it, but
yeah. So the Mint app actually is defunct now. They rolled it into Credit Karma, and I recommend Copilot now. So a lot of the Mint customers went over to Copilot. So like I was maybe 24 or 25 when I first hit $100,000 in my net worth, right?
Okay.
Which is pretty young.
It is.
Yeah, very young. And the military was like, when you're stationed overseas, you get paid so much money. And I was investing in, and I was tracking everything on the Mint app, and I hit 100,000. It would have been a lot difficult to do that if I didn't have those tracking systems so I can see my progress. I can set goals. I can cut back spending here. Hey, maybe I won't eat out. Maybe I'll start cooking, all that type of stuff. Okay. So if you want to reach those financial goals, you need to be able to see everything in one place.
And you said the app now is called Copilot.
It's a new app. It's a totally different company, but Copilot, bro, is fire.
So what suggestion would you give to, let's just say, our younger guys that want to be passport bros? They want to travel more. They want to, do some more remote work and everything. What advice would you give them financially, just to kind of, like you say, just track their finances?
I mean, one thing is to track your finances. I would minimize your debt. How much debt you accumulate, right? I'm not really like I'm a millionaire, bro, and my credit score is like 680 or something like that because I don't have any credit cards. I got one American Express Platinum, but I haven't really been focusing on trying to build a credit score, because in order for you to build a credit score, you need to have debt. You got to go into debt. You got to get a car loan. If you pay your car off too long, they're going to ding you on it. You got to get these credit cards. You got to churn them and all this type of stuff. So I focused on not building any debt and focused on putting that money in S&P 500 index fund or the NASDAQ 100, putting my investments on a schedule. Like you guys, some people understand on child support, when you get child support, when the state hits you up, they're pulling that money out automatically, no matter what. So I treated that same concept with the mutual funds. Set up a schedule every 15th of the month. They're pulling $1,200 out of my checking account, and it's going to my mutual funds. I did that like clockwork for over 10 years, bro.
Okay. Nice. And real quick, I don't want to get too make a deep dive into this, man, but what do you think about crypto?
So I own crypto. I own a lot of crypto. I think that it'd be wise to diversify your portfolio. So I'm not saying put all your money into crypto, but you may want to have some position, right? You want to have a position in some crypto. You want to have a position in some stocks. We are in a lopsided economy now. So you kind of want to have some cash set aside in a high yield savings account. I have a high yield savings account now that's giving me like 4.65% interest just to park my money. If you are into real estate, you may want to have some real estate. So I'm definitely pro Bitcoin as well. I have some Bitcoin. I suggest my recommendation is if you can own at least one, that should be your goal. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I own some Ethereum. My goal is you should own at least one Ethereum as well. And then maybe take some small play risk here and there, but that should be a very, very small percentage of your portfolio overall.
Okay, good points, man. Good points, man. And so let's get back to it. We talked about the education of the finance and everything, man. Let's get right to the juicy questions now, man. We got about 300 people in the room. About 260 people in the room. Guys, do me a favor. Make sure to hit that like button. We'll be in here, man.
Hold on, you missed 2 super chats. Go ahead and read them.
Okay. I wasn't gonna read those super chats.
Listen to the dude. Come on, it's me, bro.
Okay.
Go ahead, put them on.
And they also only did $2. That's why I didn't read them too. But
he put the money on there. I'm saying he paid the money, right? Okay. So let's read his super chat. He's gonna hopefully give you some more. Tell him to give you some more. So read it out. He says, "Dude is a big trick. Pays for the GFE." So let me address that. I do both. Okay. I have a sugar baby lineup here in Brazil. Okay, that's very clear, and also I have regular girls that I'm dating. I do both. Okay, so you could say I'm a big trick. That's halfway true. What's the next one?
The done $2 super chat, man. Dude is them yacht girls work at I don't know the name of the spot, but Skyler is capping.
Well, he says them yacht girls work at Mabs. Skyler is capping. So there was over 50 girls on the boat. So is he saying all of them work at Mabs? You know what I mean? So I call that's definitely cap. I've been to Mabs multiple times, and I've never seen any of those girls at Mabs, and I live here. But it's possible that they may have pulled up to Mabs. That don't mean they work there. But anyway, go ahead. We can bring all the smoke, brother. I'm all for it.
Well, he ready. My man, we were doing a positive interview, man. So I didn't want to.
No. Hey, man, you know I'm all for the smoke, bro. So if anybody in the chat is talking that rah, they can call in too.
Let's see. Now we got. So speaking of that, man, and guys, $2 is cool. I'm not being bougie on $2. I'm just saying if you're gonna troll. Though, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna put a little more dollars up if you want to troll. If you want me to read the bad comments and everything, you're gonna put a little bit more than $2 up. But speaking of little things like this, man, what's going on with you in goddamn it, Austin? Like, I know you're supposed to be on this show, and now I don't know what happened. Like, what's going on with you in Austin Holloman?
I would say there's nothing going on with me in Austin. I don't, like I said, I don't have any beef with Austin. He wanted to debate me on his channel, which I agreed to. And he switched the titles up, calling me a con artist and stuff like that. So I'm just like, I'm not showing up. You know what I mean? I think that was in bad faith. I guess what he wanted to debate was race relations and white men being superior overseas and how, the black man is perceived and all this stuff, passport bros are selling dreams, blah, 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 which I call BS, right? So, and I can address it here. I'm pretty sure he's going to watch it, but I don't think Austin Holloman really wants to debate me. Now, he don't. He knows better. He knows better. If we do a debate, it ain't going to be on his channel for sure. Gotcha. But the issue that I have is he mentioned that for the most part, white men are perceived better overseas when it comes to dating. Okay. And I call bullshit. I call BS because what Austin Holloman doesn't know is that a lot of these white boys go overseas and they lie. They be capping, right? Austin Holloman, one of the white guys that Austin Holloman looks up to, called my show, called my live stream, Kevin Mosley or whatever his name is, and
I've heard that name before.
He admitted on the show that he slept. He got on the Sugar Baby website. He lied about being a millionaire and slept with a bunch of girls. So that's these white people's MO. But Austin Holloman thinks, oh, because their skin is white, that they get all the girls. But what he don't know is all the pillow talking and all the high capping they be doing. Okay. We all, dude, I was here in Rio de Janeiro, and I was talking to one of my partners, and the real estate agents are complaining out here because these white boys go in to these real estate places with a girl, sign a bunch of paperwork, talking about how they're gonna wife them up, and we're gonna live here and we're gonna live there, and they sign the paperwork, leave, smash the girl, and dip and leave the country, and then they didn't buy no property. So these white boys, what they understand is that their whiteness brings a perception of them having wealth. So they ratchet it up and they lie and lie and lie. Oh yeah, I got this, I got this, I got that to sleep with the chick. That's their game.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So bullshit, Austin.
Okay, but now let's talk about specifically because he was mentioning in Brazil, like the black women want the white dudes more. They don't really want the black guys. Like, what do you say to that?
So the reason would be is not because they love the color of their skin. It's not because, oh, I just love white skin. Like, I just love it so much. It's because of the perception is he has money.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's the reality. Oh, this person has money. I can get an opportunity out of this guy. You know, I can do this. I can do that. That's what it's about. It's all about money and resources. It has nothing to do with the color of his skin. Now, I caveated on that and I said, hey, if you go to Southeast Asia, you go to Thailand, you go to Philippines, a lot of those people worship white skin.
Facts.
Right? They look at it and they're like, hey, I got to bleach my skin. I got to do this. I got to do that. There is where I would say, okay, a white man may have a strategic advantage just off of his skin alone. But in Brazil and South America, and especially in Europe, I call bullshit.
Okay. All right. Shout out to my man Drew with the $4.99 super chat. He said, salute to my Air Force, bro. Watch your videos before I was boots on the ground at Anderson.
Yeah.
So
Anderson Air Force Base is in Guam. You know what I mean? And that's where he was at. He was where I was at.
Okay. I got my man Bitcoin Bobby. Been on shot my man Bitcoin Bobby, man. Always showing support with $10 super chat, man. I really appreciate that. He says, shout out to these two fellas paying my dues. You are the two guys I go for travel advice, experts in the finance and travel. Been following since 2019. Shout out to my man Bitcoin Bobby. So let me ask you, Skyler, why did you choose Brazil? Because you've been all over the world. Why did you choose to settle down in Brazil out of all the rest of the countries?
Bro, I would say the beach culture, right? Because if I'm thinking retirement mode, because you guys know I'm retired from the Air Force, I served 20 years honorably, and I'm a disabled veteran as well. So I get a multiple pensions and paychecks and all that type of stuff from the government too, on top of everything else. But I love the beach vibe. So that's number one. The beach vibes is a must for me. Okay. I can't see myself retiring in a city. So you got the beach vibes. You have the amazing weather pretty much year round. You have the low cost of living, right? I mentioned in the previous video, I saved over $100,000 this year alone from January 1st till now, just by living in Brazil. You got that, right? And of course, you got the beautiful women, and you have the fitness lifestyle, active lifestyle. So when you add all of that together, I decided to make Brazil my base of operations, where all of my stuff is here, and then I can shoot out to other places as required.
Okay. So have you been to Colombia?
Yes, I've been to Colombia 3 times.
Okay, what do you think about Colombia? Not necessarily comparing them, but like, what do you think about Colombia and some of the things that guys go through out there?
Yeah, so my first trip to Colombia was in 2013, 2014. Oh, I was there before any, bro.
Was it safe back then?
It was totally different, bro. When I first went there, there was no black male tourists. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was none. Okay, so it was a great time to be there. There was not any male tourists to begin with, period. I really like Colombia. Cost of living is still good. I mean, there's obviously some dodgy things happening there. I don't know if it would be like a permanent base of operations for me. But I mean, it's close to the United States. They got direct flights from Cali. They got direct flights from Bogota. They got direct flights from Cartagena and Medellin. So you can link up. You can depend if you're flying out of Atlanta. You can be. They got Atlanta to Cali flights. So I think that if you're careful, if you know how to move, it can be a good location.
Okay, and what do you think about like the guys getting? Because you had a brother out there that just got scoped. Unfortunately, he passed away out there in Brazil. But you have, like when I was in Brazil, man, I never even really thought about the scope thing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it was always kind of just a chill vibe, like with the girls and having a good time. So I never thought about that. But in Colombia, specifically Medellin, mostly, it's a lot of that going on. Like, what do you think about that, guys? The experiences about doing that?
Would
you consider Brazil to be more safer than Colombia? Is what I'm trying to ask.
I think that if you're living in Copacabana, Ipanema, Leblon, and Barra de Juca, and you're dealing with local women, you're a lot safer in Brazil, for sure. I think the what I like about Brazil, now this is the majority of the women, is they ain't trying to kill you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And one of my partners lived in Medellin, and he told me that he was with his girlfriend, and him and his girlfriend had a nasty breakup, and she tried to drug him. This is his girlfriend. So we always talk about how these guys are going after quote unquote pros and they're getting scoped, but it's even regular relationships too. So it's just gotten out of control in Colombia and a lot of and especially in Medellin. But I think the women are just so beautiful that a lot of brothers say fuck it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of like where it's at.
All right, cool. I'm gonna read super chats real quick, man. Now I got another good question for you. Punch Travel Channel with a 5 super chat says, shout out to both you fellas, both you and DJP inspired to travel to Brazil, and then you're a man. Shout out to Dennis John Pierre, man. I see you did some content with him, right?
Well, I took a picture with him. We haven't done any content.
Okay.
He didn't even bring his camera out here. He's like, man, I didn't even bring my camera. He just wanted to come to Brazil and relax. So we may do something. But we went out to eat a couple of days ago too. I took him out to eat. I always show Dennis love when he comes to town.
Okay. And before I get to the rest of your super chats, man, I thought you was going to say about Brazil, why you chose Brazil was because the sex game that Brazilian women have is like bar to none.
Oh, bro, you know what's funny? I forgot all about that.
Yeah. Like
I forgot all about that, but I'll be fair, right? Brazil is top tier when it comes to that. But you can, if it wasn't for the drugging and the robbing and the crazy stuff, Colombia would be nice too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's like in Brazil, man, I think it was Taylor Made that said that you haven't had sex until you had sex with a Brazilian woman, right? And it's so true because, they take it to another level, in my opinion, from my experience.
Right.
Shout out to Data CP_CPA with $10 super chat, man. I really appreciate that. Says, I respect anyone getting out the matrix. I hope more brothers invest in building a life abroad and don't fall for the okie doke they selling in the States. Shout out to my man, Data CPA. I got my man Jay Clyde in the building with the Colombian peso, 25 mil. I appreciate it, my man Jay Clyde. Ask 1MT if he thinks YouTubers should be held accountable up to and including being punched in the face for making false claims about people online. I don't know what that would. Let me read that again, man. Hold on. Ask one T if he thinks YouTubers should be held accountable. Okay, up to and including being punched in the face for making false claims about people online.
Ask Jay Clyde, who is he talking about? Can he be specific?
Right. Yeah.
So ask Jay Clyde, be specific about who he's talking about and who said his name on the internet or whoever's name.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Jay Clyde, if you want to respond to that, I'll drop a link in the chat too. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the show. I'm gonna drop a link. Right. Because Skyler said he's ready for all the smoke, family. So shout out to my man T Matt with $10 super chat. Says, I'm glad you are discussing financial aspects of being an expat. I am 100% PNT USMC. What does USMC mean, Skyler?
What does what say? United States Marine Corps.
Okay. United States Marine Corps, and retired from a single level engineering management position. I live in Medellin, but work in aerospace in Brazil. So my man knows a little bit about South America for sure. Shout out my man T Matt. All right. Okay, it's Jay Clyde. All right, okay. Jay Clyde going off in the chat. Jay Clyde going off in the chat, man. All right. I don't know if you want to address that, or whatnot.
Well, he said, I'm talking about you. When did I ever say your name on the internet? Ever.
Okay.
When?
All right. So Jay Clive, you want to pull up, man? It's like you got a little beef with
Well, yeah, since we own it, so first of all, I've blocked Jay Clyde from my YouTube channel for running his mouth like 5 years ago. So ain't nobody ever said your fucking name on my channel. Ever. But he in here high capping. But anyway, go ahead.
Okay. Well, damn. All right. Jay Clyde usually pretty laid back, man. I don't know what's going on.
That's what I'm saying. Like, nobody has ever said his name, but he just attention star, bro. I blocked him on Instagram. I blocked him on YouTube for running his mouth, and now he's here. He's just a troll, bro, to me.
Okay.
So,
all right. Well, Jay Clyde, if you want to pull up, brother, you can pull up. All right. You're welcome to pull up. But before we get to the other super chats, man, hold on. I got Ocean View Coffee Shop says, Skyler, that yacht party was litty. Let's go ahead and go to the yacht party, man, before we get into too much more beefs, bro. Like I said, it's a link in the chat, guys, if you want to pull up. All right. So this is the yacht party, right?
Yes, that is a yacht party. That was August 18th.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So this is your second yacht party in Brazil with success. Here are some of the photos and videos of the events. What do y'all think? Now, is that your hat brand right there? Is that like a specific hat brand?
So that's not my hat. That's just a brand for the yacht party. You know what I mean? It's a nice like foreign concierge service. Mm-hmm. So what we do basically with the yacht party is, you have brothers who are already here who may have interest in coming to the yacht party. They want to come to my channel, come to meet up with me. Most of the guys on the boat knew who I was. So it's basically like a networking event. We have girls there. We have a barbecue pit going. We have free flowing alcohol and cocktails. Yeah, bro, it's just a very good experience, man. Something different. If you're already in Rio de Janeiro or you're coming, it may be something you want to add to your docket.
And how often do you do these? Like, are these like once a month, once every few months?
I would say the goal is to do them twice a month.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Okay. That's a nice size little yacht. I see the food. I see the ladies. Oh, man, that's nice. You in the bay?
Yeah, we in the bay. We got alcohol. So the goal right now is we're going to try to come up with some type of some games. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe some games to play, beer pong, or, I don't know, something that people can do, because I would say that when we first started, you know, the girls were shy, the guys were shy, and then as time went on, people were mingling and stuff like that. So we're gonna try to get
the alcohol kicked in.
Yeah, alcohol gets kicked in, and things can get a lot better.
Okay. Nice. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I'm turning down a little bit. I'm gonna copyright. Oh damn, man. I'm telling you, bro. Brazilian women. Ah damn. I thought they were racist, man. I thought they didn't like black guys. What's going on?
Yeah, man. Hey, you know, that's exactly that's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, bro. And I also want to mention that in my opinion, and we can have this conversation, I think Brazil has the most beautiful women in the world, period. Like variety wise. I love the variety of Brazil, bro.
Mm-hmm.
What you think?
Yeah, I can attest. Okay, so the only thing about the Brazilian women, I think they're a little too in shape, if that makes any sense. A lot of guys get on me about that, but they work out 6-7 days a week, man. Sometimes twice a day. I like a little, you know, a little baby fat for me. So I like the way the Dominican women kind of built.
You can go on this boat, right? Like some of the chicks we saw dancing is like they wasn't like super built. You know what I mean? They did have some girls that were a little, you know, they had the workout going, right?
Yeah, because I was talking to one chick and I told her, I said, baby, you gotta stop working out. You're starting to get a little too brolic for me, you know, like you're almost bigger than mine.
But the thing is that you can see like her right
she's
there.
Perfect. Yeah, she's perfect.
She ain't in the gym. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, she probably goes to the gym, but she ain't like super, you know what I'm saying, yoked.
Okay.
You know,
you had another bad one on there too. So is this like a everything included, drink and alcohol, everything included?
Everything's included, yes, bro. Unless you want to buy a bottle, which you don't necessarily have to. We had guys buying bottles on the boat, and I'm like, all right, so we on the boat. We got a lot of people this time.
My bad. Go ahead. What you saying?
No, I was gonna say it's free. You know.
So and guys were still buying bottles with it.
The alcohol is free, but brothers wanted to pull up with the bottles, like they in the United States, and I'm like, okay.
Man, you know, we gotta put something together, man. We gotta put a big one. Can you do like because me and Flip were talking about doing this. Can you have like two yachts and maybe do like a battle of the yachts type shit out there?
Potentially,
bros. Yeah.
Potentially, man. Like, so this particular yacht, from what I'm told, is like the second largest yacht in Rio.
It's big. I could tell it's big.
Yeah. So the biggest one is owned by Jaguar or one of those big companies.
Oh my goodness, they all like bad. Yeah, see, bro, I don't know, man. Colombia, Brazil, and the DR, like they all just. It's like comparing the Bulls, 96 Bulls with the you know what I'm saying, the Golden State Warriors now. Like it's all good, bro. It's all good. I will say Brazil got a lot of natural women that wear natural hair too. I'm trying to think who has the most body work plastic wise. I think it'll be Colombia over Brazil, right?
I would definitely say Colombia.
Yeah, they have a lot of plastic work out there.
Yeah, I would definitely say Colombia, but yeah, man, they out there.
That. Oh my goodness, bro! You guys see this? Come on, man, bro. If y'all look, oh man, see, that's that look. That's that look. I was telling you about them Brazilian women. You see that look, guys? You see that look? That's that. I'm a tear your ass up in the bedroom. You think you about to get me? You think you about to F me, but I'm an F you type look. That's that look. That's what I meant by Brazilian women, bro. I have yet to accomplish. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good everywhere in every country, but something about Brazil, bro. It's just something about Brazil. I guess you could say, would you still say Brazil is king, in your opinion?
I would say like that's my opinion. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But the thing is that
Austin just texted me. He said he hear you, but he with a chick right now, so he just want to let you know he hear you.
that's what I know you hear me. Tell him I said what's up.
I got you. We'll have to do a little good debate one day, man. We'll do a good debate one day.
Yeah, like I said, there's no smoke. You know what I mean? You know,
these women seem they having a good time, bro. They are having a good time. All right, okay.
Yeah.
So how can they reach out to you to book? Is there like a waiting list or anything like that?
Whenever the links are available, we'll post them. And obviously you can follow me on Instagram. You can DM me and all this type of stuff.
Okay. I want to give a shout out to my man T Mac with a $4.99 super chat, man. He says the crime talk in Colombia is overblown. Too many eeps doing dumb-ish. Brazil was amazing for me when I first traveled in 2004, but been to 40 countries. I can only imagine. So you was in Brazil when help was going on. Did you ever go to help, Skyler?
No, I didn't go to help. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go to help, man.
Okay. And I think we had just missed it, man. We had just missed it because they were talking about help when I got down there in 2017. They're talking about help. Jay Clyde said he's certified. Well, Jay Clyde, you're not pulling up, man. So we ain't gonna keep on read your chats. I don't even know what the beef is between you guys, bro. I don't even know what the beef is between you guys.
Like I said, I don't have any beef with any YouTuber. Just like I would just tell you that there's people who are weird. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody has ever mentioned your name on my channel. You know what I'm saying? And this dude is all animated for no reason.
Man, you know? I don't know. It's funny, man. My man Jay Clyde usually like, he's the most laid back cat. So I don't know. Somebody said being like them busted Pillsbury biscuit cans. Nah, man, I was like a little baby fat, bro. I'm from the South, man. I like a little baby fat. All right, shout out to my man, Wonderful Travel $20 super chat, man. I really appreciate that. It's BMT and Skyler. If BMT doesn't throw a party in San Domingo, I'm coming to the yacht party in Brazil. Yeah, hey, that's shit. Those women were nice, bro. Those women were nice. Real. What inspired you to do this? Was this your idea to do a yacht party there, or that's just
no? It wasn't my idea. So I'm the marketing behind it. Like I help market it. I help promote it. Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of Brazilians behind it, a couple of other Americans, you know what I'm saying? And they kind of need help trying to put things together, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Shout out to my man Punch Travel Channel in the building. What up, man? What's good, man?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you loud and clear, brother. You still out there in Spain, right?
No. I'm back in the Matrix right now.
Okay, man. You've been pushing up some dope content in the app, man. Some of the most dope content. You've been all throughout Spain. You've been going live. We really appreciate that, brother.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, I just came. This is my second live ever. Mm-hmm. Wanted to give props to you, BMT, and to Skyler. And as I mentioned before, Dennis, John Pierre. It was your channels that helped me get inspired to travel.
Yeah, man. We met out there in Brazil, in Rio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you had the BMT shirt, man. Appreciate that, bro. We had a good time. I think you was busy that night. Did we go out that night? We might have went out or something. I don't remember.
We chatted a bit. Delano was with us, and
that's right.
Yeah.
We went to the all you can eat spot. Brazil got them all you can eat spots. Yeah. All right, I got the done with another $2 super chat. Pros though, LOL. All right, the done. I mean, damn, you just want to get off that little subject, huh?
Yeah. And I did want to thank Skyler for his video in Barcelona. That helped me when you talked about the beaches and what goes on out there. I said, yeah, I got to go see it for myself. And when I went there,
so what did you think? You like it, huh? Barcelona is pretty nice.
Oh yeah, I went 3 years in a row, so I like it.
Yeah, I was gonna like if I would say if I had to live in any city in Europe, it would be Barcelona because of the beach vibe for sure. Definitely.
Yeah, it's safe. And if I could live someplace for 3 months, I'm looking at going in Brazil for 3 months, spending time in Rio for 3 months. So I'm working towards that.
That's nice, man. How's your trip in Spain?
It was good. It was first I spent a week in Berlin this past time and then a week in Barcelona. And the food was good, Barcelona, both places. Yeah, the beaches are hot. The women are beautiful. Good times.
Okay. Yeah. What's up with the food out there, Skyler, in Brazil? What do you think about the food out there, man?
It's not.
You from the South too, right? You from Texas?
That's what I was gonna say. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I'm from Louisiana, bro. So I mean, it's kind of hard to beat.
Oh, that's hard. Y'all right up there. Y'all almost as good as our food. Almost. Y'all right up there.
Yeah, you know. So I mean, it's hard to beat, but I will say that the food is healthier. You got less salt. You got less sodium.
Oh shit!
You know what I mean? So
we got Jay Clyde in the building.
So you have what do you call it?
We got my man Jay Clyde in the building, man. I don't know what's going on, fellas. Jay Clyde, yes, you have some issues you want to talk about with Skyler or something?
He can finish what he was saying. Good.
Okay. Go ahead, Skyler.
No, I'm finished. Go ahead, Jay.
No, now this the whole thing. Like, salute to you for your service in the military. Props to you on that. Retiring in Brazil, that's all good. The thing I have with you, you're a pretty big content creator, so you would say that people come to you for like information as an informational source, right?
Correct.
So do you think you would have like some type of responsibility to be transparent and authentic with your audience if they come to you as an information source, right?
Can you explain exactly?
So if people come to you as an information source, like you just stated that people do, since you have a pretty nice following, do you think you should be authentic and transparent with your audience with the things that you talk about online?
Okay, hold on real quick, guys. We got my man O'Shea Duke Jackson in the building, man. Shout out my man OJ with the Ugandan 30 mil. I think it's 30 mil out there in Uganda. Says, what's good, brothers? He had a lot to do with his Passport Bro space. Shout out to you, O'Shea Duke Jackson, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to O'Shea. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just asking if he thinks he should be responsible to be authentic and transparent with his audiences. People do come to him as an information source.
Yes, I do. And if I'm wrong about it, I will bring it up, which I did in a next video.
So, and the whole thing, because I know the topic came up a few weeks ago about like fellas selling dreams and stuff like that. And I don't really subscribe to that theory, but do you believe that, do you think that like you sell dreams or sell false narratives to guys?
I think that everyone has an opinion. Can you give like a specific example? Like what? So for example, I know you watch my channel, right? A lot of people watch my channel.
Right.
So can you give a specific example where you say, hey, Skyler, when you said this, that sounded like you're selling a dream?
So I have a question because, like I said, I don't subscribe to the whole selling the dream thing because that's the person if they believe that or not. But I do believe that there's a such thing as selling a false narrative. So let's take, for example, you remember when you first went out to Brazil last year, whenever you moved there, you made a video. It did pretty good where you were like walking on the beach hand in hand with like a chick. I think she had on like a red bikini or something like that.
I don't. Okay. I kind of remember. Yes, I do.
You were like walking on the beach holding hands.
Right.
So like on something like that, was that like a ex-girlfriend or like a pay-for-play situation or somebody hired actress?
So I mentioned many times before that video and after that I have paid models to be on my channel. That's not a secret. So hold on, let me finish. She was paid, all right? I have a business, right? And that is a business expense. So what I tell guys is, hey, you can use your business to meet women and write it off on your taxes.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to have
So
that.
I think so. That's next level.
Okay. Yeah, that's next level. I got you. And she was a paid actress, right?
She was, right. So I've had all sorts of girls on my channel. I've had girls that I've met organically.
Mm-hmm.
Had whores on my channel. I've interviewed some. I've had actors on my channel. I had the whole gambit.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely,
you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So I think, and I've been extremely transparent about all of it, which is why I'm so popular and a lot of people listen to me. Is because I have a perspective from all angles.
Yeah, definitely have a perspective from all angles. And also too, like earlier, you said that I was like a troll and wanted attention, but I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not, that type of shit has nothing to do with me. What I was talking about as far as being punched in the face, and you said that you didn't bring up anybody's name. The thing is, when you reference people and you don't say their name, but they know that you're talking about them, it doesn't fucking matter if you said their name or not. So I know that you were talking about me.
Okay. And then I apologize in the next video and you're still crying and bitching about it. Why can't you get over it?
The thing is, but you're talking tough right now. You had the
No.
opportunity.
I just answer the question. Listen to me, Jay. I blocked you 4 years ago.
I don't give a fuck about that.
Let me finish, brother. I have blocked you 4 years ago for running your mouth when I first moved to Brazil, and you still watch my videos, which is fucking weird, number one. And you follow me on fucking Instagram, and I blocked you there too.
You want me to tell you
all of your actions are fucking weird, bro.
You want me to tell you?
Now listen to me. And now you're crying about me talking about you, and I never mention your name, and I apologize in the next video. You can't get over it.
You want me to tell you what's crazy? And BMT can attest to this. Pretty much everybody gets along with Jay Clyde. I'm not fucking weird. You're the only person that got a problem, so that should say something about yourself. And you're talking real tough, and you had the opportunity to meet me just last month.
Bro, I don't want to meet you, bro.
Because
like,
you bitched out your boy.
Oh, come on, man.
Nah.
Here we not. So now he want to throw hands and fight in Brazil, brother. I live in Listen, Jay. Listen, brother. I live in Brazil. I'm not risking anything for you.
I don't give a fuck about that. I live in fucking Colombia. That ain't got shit to do with me. You had your opportunity to talk face to face and you bitched out.
That's what I'm saying. Listen. This is what happens when you get a lot of subscribers. You block people, and then they get angry, and then they want to follow you here.
I don't give a fuck about being blocked on your channel, bro. I don't give a fuck about that shit.
That's what I'm saying. It's weird energy, bro. And now you want to talk about fighting. It's like, come on, man. How old are you, brother? How old are you?
I'm old enough to have a conversation with you.
How old are you, brother?
I'm old enough to have a conversation with you.
That's what I'm saying. You can't answer a direct question. You over here talking. Listen to me, bro. You're over here talking about fighting, right?
I'm not talking about fighting.
You said you had an opportunity to meet me, so
we had an opportunity to meet and talk face to face about whatever issues that you.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's weird energy, Jay. That's all I'm saying. It's very weird energy.
I got another question for you.
Go ahead, brother.
Would you say that you, like, we all have like close inner circle. So if you have someone in your inner circle, you would say that you trust them, right? If you better them out to be in your inner circle, right?
It depends on how close in my inner circle.
Okay, so like we have a few mutual friends, but I'm pretty sure you know what situation I'm talking about. Like your mutual friend, that I'm pretty sure he's a pretty cool guy because I know him. He tried to link us up, and you bitched out.
So your terminology is wrong, right? So this is what happened. He said, hey, there's an individual that I want you to meet. His name is Jay Clyde. That's what he said. Right. And I said, hey, that name sounds familiar. It sounds like the nigga I blocked 4 years ago on YouTube, so I will not be meeting him. That's how the conversation went.
So did he come to you with anything crooked about, like, oh, we trying to link up and fight or anything like that? Did he come to you with any type of shit like that when he offered that?
What I'm saying is, listen, like, I'm on a different level, bro. Like, I walk down the street and people recognize me. Okay.
You're not the only person.
So let me finish. So if I block somebody on YouTube, I'm not gonna meet them.
Yeah, because you worried that somebody that you blocked might be upset.
I don't listen. I don't care if it's like I've been knowing Jay Fleming for a year. When you talk about inner circle, I'm talking about guys I've known for 20 years. Now,
right.
if it was 20 years, that's different. But I've only been knowing him for a year.
Right.
But I wouldn't even consider him in my inner circle.
That's kind of fucked up.
You could that's not an inner. Knowing somebody for a year is not an inner circle for me.
Right. I got you.
All right, let me get some of these super chats, guys. Easy Raw $2 super chat says that dude Jay is looking for clout. All right. Shout out to Easy Rawlins. All right. Well, guys, let me let's calm it back down, man. You guys had to say what you had to say.
Everything cool this way, but no, it ain't no clout chasing. I'm not a fucking YouTuber. I don't give a damn about no subscribers and no stuff like that. This is personal, and since he has me blocked and don't want to have a conversation, this was the only time to have a conversation about him, because he did put out a bitch ass video, and I will say he did try to come up and clean it up like a few days later. But yeah, he put out a bitch ass narrative, and I knew that he was talking about me. And the whole thing with that, and like Skyler, this all that it was, bro. It ain't got nothing to do with you using names or whatnot. Just you putting that out there in the atmosphere. Like you said, you're a popular person, so you know people. So I don't know if you're telling other people that. That was a pretty big claim that you made about me. So I'm well known. Like, just because I'm not a YouTuber don't mean that I'm not.
I don't mean to cut you off, Jay, but I was working with the information that I had at the time. Okay. So the information that I had at the time, that's what I was told. Right. And after the video was released, listen to me, after the video was released, I was told other information. And in the next video, I clean it up. Right. So there you go.
But this the thing. Like, I'm a person about principle, bro. So as loud as you made the accusation, I need the cleanup to be the
exact that's not your decision.
Yeah,
that's my decision. So it's like I'm not here to appease you. I apologize, and that was the end of it, bro. If you want to sit here and get emotional about how I should apologize on a video, fuck you. Straight up.
All right. I got you.
I apologize.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's it.
We're getting out of control here, fellas. Hold on.
Don't come on here telling me how I should apologize. You should apologize a certain way. Come on, man. Get out of here with that. You're emotional, bro.
Just remember this, though. I've been around for a minute, and I've been going to Brazil for a long time, and I know where you stay.
Oh, come on. All right, guys. Okay.
Jay
Clyde, I gotta let you go, brother. I gotta let you go.
That's all good.
All right, I gotta let you go, bro. Okay. We're getting a little too serious out now. All right.
Yeah.
We try to talk about it, get it situated. All right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you block people on the internet. I know where you live. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just weird energy, bro. Like, come on.
All right, guys. All right. Shout out to either wrong with the 5 super chat. My bad, Dimitri and Punch Travels. I got 2 positive brothers on here. Y'all don't know what y'all got involved in. I apologize, man. You coming on the BMT show. We keep it 85% positive, but we got a little dustiness on us a little bit too. But shout out to Easy Rob with 5 super chat. Said Jay's the dude that's a stereotypical ghetto dude. Easy Rob with 5 super chat says so is Jay is crying because Skyler won't be his friend. All right. All right, guys. All right. Let's get back to business, man. That was a little beef. All right. Okay. Dimitri, welcome to the show, Dimitri. You good, brother? You good?
I'm good, man. I was just enjoying the show. You gotta say something positive about that, man. No, it's all positive, show, man. Hey, you remember me from Colombia, right?
Come on, bro. Of course.
I don't know. It's been a long time, but I do watch all your shows. But I don't like just get on very often or anything. But I do watch all your shows.
Bro. I remember everybody I hung out with.
Hey, bro, can you unblock me, man, so I can send you super chats?
Who blocked you?
I don't know. It was a while ago, but like
on my channel.
Yeah, on your channel.
No, I don't have anybody blocked on my channel. Not even Peso Man blocked on my
channel.
Bro,
I can't. Okay, because I tried to send you super chats a couple of times and it won't go through. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't think that's because you blocked or anything. That might be some other reason, but I don't usually block.
Block people. I ain't gonna worry about it. But I just want to give a quick shout out. Skyler, do you remember me? I ain't got no beef with you.
You was in the Air Force, right?
I'm still in, man. 22 years.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go to Senior NCOA Academy. I'm just trying to shout out another military veteran. One day I'll be in your shoes. One day when I decide to punch out,
Okay. How much longer are you thinking about staying in?
Man, I don't know, man. I got 22 and a half in. I'm trying to make E8, and we'll see what happens from there. You know, so
okay.
Yeah, no, but like I say, just you put me on to the S&P 500, and I'm still
sure did.
Yeah, man, years ago, and I'm still going strong, man. And like, you know, I go to Colombia. I was there last month, and I'm going there in December again. I got a girlfriend there and stuff, you know. And I mean,
yeah, I be seeing you
like I
posting
said, it's
the app,
all.
man.
Say what?
So I be seeing you posting the app.
Oh yeah, definitely. And oh yeah, shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. I hope he's listening, because I watch his videos every morning when I go to work, man. It gets me through the day, man. It's funny. It's funny though. It's funny. I don't want to say the word, but you know, it's real. I get a laugh out of all of his videos. So shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. And that's all I got to say. I just want to shout out to all of y'all. And sir, what's your name? The guy with the headphones on? Punch.
Yeah. Punch Travel Channel.
Oh, Punch Travel. Shout out to you as well, man. So like I said, just came here to show love, man. And I see y'all back around one day.
All right, bet, man.
All right, bro. Yeah, man. I'll be out here.
Yes, sir.
I got a question for Skyler.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Have you been to the beaches in Niterói? And if so, how do you compare them to, say, Bogotá, Tijuca?
So I have been to the beach in Niterói. I forgot the name of the beach, but it's a very popular one. It's amazing, bro. Like, the beaches were amazing. The only issue that we had was leaving the beach. Like, the Airbnb, I'm sorry, the Ubers can't come to the beach. It's like a zone that's blocked off. So you got to kind of walk. We walked like for 45 minutes to get to like a main area where you can catch an Uber. But other than that, it was amazing, bro. Like, a lot of beautiful girls. And also, they only had like one beach bar where you can get food, or one or two, and they were like super packed compared to all the people there too. So I would definitely do it. I would definitely go photo shoots, video shoots. It's beautiful, bro. It looks like Jurassic Park.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm thinking of doing photo shoots out there on the beach. Now, would bringing security, would that be overkill? Would that be weird? Would that be wise?
For Niterói, yeah, I don't really think you got to worry about anybody trying you out there.
But like, say, Nima?
Yeah. In my opinion, like, I wouldn't go alone, but I would bring like a homie with you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's a good answer. Shout out to my man Easy Rollins once again. $2 super chat says Jay is an embarrassment to black men. All right, I got another super chat here by Flex ALD with $9 super chat. Man, I really appreciate that. It says I got to get on the channel for the smoke. Nah, this ain't the smoke show, man. No, I'm not blocking. I haven't blocked anybody on this channel, bro. Trust me. I don't think I even know how to block somebody on this channel. I think that's something was up with his super chat. Shout out to my man Razor Rays in the building, king of all the beasts, man. Shout out to $5 super chat for my man Razor Rays in the building, man. That might be a good show if you did a debate with Austin on the Rays show, man. Shout out to my man Rays.
Maybe.
Yeah. It's funny, man, because I saw a video of what Austin was saying about Brazil early on and about some of the race relations, and he just kind of went total 360 on what he first said. So which one is wrong? Is you saying, you know, first what you say about Brazil in your race relations, now it's different. Like, which one is right, which one is wrong? So
I mean, my whole thing is there are race relations in Brazil, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think what Austin was experiencing was race relations. Like, you know what I'm saying? Could we make room for the possibility that a lot of these girls were interested in you? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no room. There's no room for that. There's no room for, maybe she thought the guys that you were with were attractive. You know what I'm saying? There's no room for any of that. It has to go automatically to, hey, they didn't like me because I was black. And I think I think that is my camera's overheating. I think that is that's not. Hold on, let me see if I can edit this out.
Okay, you good.
Yeah.
All right, let me catch this other super chat here. Dap cool $5. If Skyler apologized, why J. Clyde still tripping? He blocked you, bro. Let it go. Shout out to my man Dap Cool. It's a dope little name right there. Dap Cool with $5 super chat. It's like a rapper from the 90s or something like that, man. All right, Skyler, camera overheated, man. I got my man Punch Travel Channel in the building. Always dropping a lot of dope content in the app, man. We really appreciate that. I'm seeing Skyler's back. Skyler, you back? You there?
Yeah, hold on. I'm just switching camera. There we go.
Okay. Yeah, man. That was a little. I mean, I think as YouTubers, as popular YouTubers, you get a little bit of that sometimes, though, right? Like maybe some things get crossed up. You know, people want to meet you, and you know,
it's just, yeah. So the thing is like I'm very selective on who I hang out with. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, I know this guy is cool, but when you start telling me you're gonna bring these people, who are these people? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's you got to move a little bit differently whenever when everybody knows you. You know what I'm saying?
It's so true, bro. Like now I'm at a point where people, because I don't have the biggest channel, but people definitely recognize me when I'm out and about, especially brothers. And it used to be when I first started, oh, what's up? It's all good. But since I've been through a few incidents, nothing really too crazy. Now it's just like, okay, who is like what you on, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like my man Profay, who's in the chat. Like when I met him on the Malecon, he was like, "Oh, BMT." I'm just like, "Yeah, what's up, man? You good?" Like, because we be having beefs and shit. So you got to make sure you got some type of time some people on. All right, that's very true.
Correct.
That's very true.
And for the record, like, he keeps saying that I'm pushing a narrative. Nobody was talking about it. It was a conversation between me and one individual. So I wasn't pushing any type of narrative. I think like it's just a weird situation. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad. Yeah,
man. Hopefully you guys can work it out, man. Like I said, we have beef sometimes, bro. And then a year later, you're not even thinking about that little joint. I've had issues. For example, with me and Nak was about to get in the ring and start throwing some bows. But now me and Nat cool, so things can change, man.
Hold on. I just want to address that. He says he's pushing a narrative that I'm beefing for being blocked, bro. Nobody would know nobody would even know that there was an issue between us if you didn't come in the chat running your mouth. That's the thing, right? Did you hear about me say anything about Jay Clyde ever on my channel? BMT?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody would know. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he asked me to apologize in the next video. I apologize, even though I never mentioned his name or said anything. But he comes in the channel, sending you super chats, trying to be, hey, man, you pushing a false narrative. I'm like, bro, nobody knows you.
That's right.
It's I'm weird. That's from these comments, like, nobody knows you. If I was to mention your name on my channel, people are like, who is Jay Clyde? But anyway,
you got a point. Shout out to Black Man Travels, man. He's been kind of coming at you a little bit too. Says the couch gets more views than Copacabana. He's been saying that shit the whole time during this stream. But shout out to my man Black Man.
Hold on. I can address that.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying so basically, YouTube algorithm, right? Mm-hmm. So I did a video recently of the yacht party, right? Mm-hmm. We have a yacht party. We had the yacht party and all this type of stuff. The video got 5,000 views, right? In a day. Okay. So I can do a video where I'm reacting to a Japanese woman kissing a black guy, and the video would get 30,000 views in a day. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you have to do what the algorithm. You have to do what the algorithm wants, right? And I'm here ultimately as a business person. I have products that I sell. When people watch the videos, when you get views, people get consultations and all this type of stuff. So whatever Black Man Travels is doing with his channel and his content strategy, is probably the reason why he don't have that many subscribers.
Damn, I'm saying that little bomb drop. I don't got no special effects.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like it's always people who don't have that many subscribers trying to tell you how you should do your channel. And I'm like, well, why don't you show us how it's done and get videos with a bunch of views.
Yeah, damn. You're right.
There you go.
And
You know what I'm saying?
YouTube is a business, right?
YouTube is a business, bro.
Yeah.
Black Man Travels. Go on your channel and show us how it's done. Go on your channel and get 50,000 views on the video off of the strength of your travels. Show us how it's done. Since you know everything.
Damn, Black Man Travels. I don't know if you want to pull up to that, man, but he just kind of squashed you, brother. I'm sorry. You know, you just got squashed, Black Man Travels. All right. Shout out my man Travel Outlaw. Says BMT. They say you like a purple bear from Toy Story 3. Lots. Okay. All right. Nice little joke there. Bruce M2 NOK. I don't know what currency is NOK, bro. You know what currency that is, Skyler? 59. NOK.
It looks familiar. I'm not too sure.
Okay, no reason for beast. Everyone should have
it's a Norwegian krona, I think.
Okay. Oh, shout out to my man Bruce out there in Norway. Okay, no reason for beast. Everyone should have a good time and travel. And you don't have no beast with nobody, bro. Like, yeah, you don't have no beast. Yeah.
No, absolutely. I mean, I just respond to what people say, and then people get upset and all this type of stuff, get emotional. Like, I'm good, man.
Yeah, and like I said, you know, YouTube has changed a lot since we first kind of started our YouTube journeys, man. Like, I think TikTok kind of hit it and changed everything. Wouldn't you agree with that? Because we was having a lot of views in the travel space at some point, but now it's like you got to compete with all the shorts and you got to kind of hit them hard now on YouTube.
Correct. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, this is a business. Like, yes, I provide information, right? I provide, entertainment and all this type of stuff. But ultimately, I'm looking at everything from a business perspective. You know, and I think so. There's a lot of people who come on here and say, "Well, I'm not a serious YouTuber. I don't take YouTube serious." Well, that's a shame on you, because at the way the world is going, you want to have a solid foundation on YouTube because you can leverage it out and get multiple streams of income. I have like 11 streams of income, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so are we taking YouTube serious or not? You know what I'm saying? I take YouTube very serious. As a matter of fact, I take everything that I do serious. I have over 1,100 people in Patreon in a year. That's almost $10,000 a month. Passive income, just like that. Boom. You know, so that's what I'm saying. Everything that you do, you should take it serious. Everything that you do. Whether it's YouTube, whether it's your daily 9 to 5, whether it's going to school, going to college, getting good grades. Take everything that you do serious. I'm not on YouTube for views and subs. Well, why the fuck you here then? You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
That's not a flex. But anyway.
That's a good point, man. I wish I didn't get some sound effects and drop some bombs, man. You dropping number knowledge, brother.
Coming on here saying, man, I don't really care about YouTube. It's not about the clicks or the view, bro. Well, I'm about making money. I'm about helping people make money. I'm all about doing passive income streams. I'm all about leveraging, having options, right? And if you ain't with that, then go somewhere else, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, go somewhere else. Like, come on. What are we talking about?
Good point. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Lewis with $9 and Super Chat, man. I appreciate that. Says props to Skyler for standing on his ground. So shout out to Mr. Louise. Is that Lewis or Louise? Yeah, Mr. Louise. Shout out to you, man. All right, man. So we've been at it for a little minute, Skyler. It's been a great show, brother. I don't know if you want to continue. You want to,
okay. So I'll finish off with this.
Okay.
Because I have a shorty that's coming through from the favelas here in 15 minutes. Right. Okay.
Cool.
So like I said, I don't have any beef with anybody. Okay. If I run into Jay Clyde in Brazil or anything like that, I'm telling you right now, it ain't gonna be any fighting. You know what I'm saying? We can sit down, we can have a drink, we can have a caprihina, we can bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Keep it professional, but telling people I know where you live and all this type of stuff, that's just not the energy that we need here in Brazil. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't have any beef. I called you out. I said my piece. You know what I'm saying? If we bump into each other, it ain't going to be, I'm just telling you from my side, it ain't going to be some squabble because I ain't trying to be in no Brazilian jail over some ninja. I got too much. I make too much money. You know what I'm saying? I have too many people who depend on me. I got a team, all that type of stuff. So I'm just keeping it real. Businessman.
Nice. Salute. Okay, bro. Once again, great show. Excellent show, bros. We out. Peace.
All right.